Now the Quick Access Toolbar in the upper left-hand corner is called that because you can quickly access any command on it in a single click. And we've got a few here like the save, undo, and redo, as opposed to, well, if I wanted to be able to stay on the Home tab and from time to time go to the Create tab to create a form, instead I can add the Form command here to the Quick Access Toolbar, so that way I don't have to leave the Home tab and kind of keep everything in a single click, as opposed to, well, one click and then clicking on Form, 2 clicks. Hey, I just increased your productivity, didn't I, by teaching you this? And I'll show you how you can add that command to the Quick Access Toolbar. Let's go back to the Home tab, and you can add it one of, well, quite a few ways. One way is to go ahead and click on the corresponding drop-down arrow on the Quick Access Toolbar, and it has a list of the popular commands like, well, creating a new database. Click on that. Adds the New button. So when you click on that, takes you right backstage to the New category where you can go ahead and create a blank database or one of the built-in ones. Let's hit back, as opposed to clicking on the File tab, going backstage and then selecting New. Let's go back and click on the drop-down arrow. We can have the Open command, so when I want to open up another database, click on that. Fabulous, I have my open window there. Let me click Cancel. Or when you click on the drop-down arrow, if you want more commands than what you see here, go down to More, click on that. Takes us backstage, the access options, to the category Quick Access Toolbar, and it's divided into 2 sections. You have a list of, well, you can see your popular commands down below, and then over to the right-hand side, all the commands that are currently on the Quick Access Toolbar. And so if you want to be able to close the database, you can select that option there, and then with it selected, come over here and click Add. Now before I click Add, you can see I've got Save highlighted, so when I click Add, it adds it right below what I have highlighted. So if you don't want it there, you don't want it at all, you can have it selected, click on Remove, and it's gone, and then just select where you want to put it, like maybe right after Redo, and then come over here with it selected, click on Add, or you can just double click and it adds it over. And then once you add it, if you want to reorder it, instead of removing it, you can come over here and use the up or down arrows. Ooh, that's fun. And then besides the popular commands here, there's more. So you can click on the drop down arrow and choose all the commands that are available for you to put on the Quick Access Toolbar, and there's quite a bit. And it's sorted first numerically, then alphabetically. So if I want to go down to the C's here, like maybe I want to add the close window command, we can go ahead and just double click to add it over to the right and then sort it if we'd like. And I don't know about you, but when I add commands to the Quick Access Toolbar, I mean, these commands are tiny enough as is. I don't know about you, but when I come up here and I click on something in a hurry and I overshoot the command that I wanted to click on, well, that could be kind of messy, especially if I have a quick print button that automatically prints. So what I can do is I can add what are called separators, just like you see on the ribbon here. These lines that separate, well, this group from that group. And these separators can do, well, one of 2 things, or perform one of 2 functions, that you can have it separated and say, okay, I'll have a line here that separates my open from my close commands, and that can be one group, or as I mentioned, if you want some spacing in between the commands so you're not right next to the other and you don't accidentally get so close that you click on the other, then to get the separator command, let's scroll all the way back to the top, and it's right up at the top. Separator. To add it, we'll just double click it, and there's one separator, or as you see here, one line. If you want additional lines or separators, keep double clicking until you get enough, and then you can go ahead and select it and use the up arrow key to say, well, one separator, that's before the open. Then we'll select the next one and say that's after the close. So this is my open and close here. Well, that's the close master view. Well, that's okay. Oh, maybe we want an after close window. Let's do that. So we have our open and closes all grouped together. And if I want to, let's do more up here. And maybe you want a double separator from the save. Let me add one after it. And the undo and redos. So you can group them by sectioning them off with your separators, or just to give yourself more space. So let me click and drag the title bar up so I can come down here and click Okie dokie and see it in action. There we go. I've got 2 separators there, so I'm less likely to click on the undo, it not being as close to the save button, than when I just want to click on save. And then you can see how I got it sectioned off. The open and close buttons from, well, that group there. Or you don't even have to do that to section them to create your own mini groups. I like it just because it gives me extra spacing, but that's your flavor, whatever works best for you. And then other ways to go ahead and add commands to your quick access toolbar. You can go ahead and click on the File tab to go backstage and go down to Options, and there you go. Same window that we saw, Access Options. So we have the left section, the list of commands, and the right. You can do that, click Cancel, or you can come up here and right-click anywhere on the quick access toolbar and go down to Customize the toolbar. Goes backstage, opens up the same access options window for the quick access toolbar. You can tweak it there. And of course you can go ahead and say, well, I no longer want this. Select the separator and remove it and close out. So that's how you can remove it. There's other ways, but let me go just a bit further. You can also, when you want to add a command to the toolbar, if it's on the ribbon, well, just go ahead and right click on it and say you want to add it to the toolbar. Left click, adds it. Cool. You can also add the entire group. Instead of right-clicking on a command, you can just go ahead and right-click in a blank area within the group, like the clipboard group. Right-click and say you want to add the group to the quick access toolbar. And even though it looks like it's got a command here, so it's just for pasting, it has to choose an icon within the group to represent the group. So don't think that when you click on it, it's going to paste it, because when you click on it, it opens up and expands that to show all the commands within that group. And then, of course, when you want to remove them, the easiest thing for me to do, instead of opening up the Access Options window, is just to right-click and remove, and right-click and remove, and I'll just clean this up really fast. Even the separators, to remove them, if I can right-click right on them, and the new, cool. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.